Hello there, my very good friends. On today's After News, AEW have officially signed a former world champion.
WWE have filed a very interesting trademark application.
The NWA is about to lose its national treasure.
And Vince McMahon has been spotted in a rare post-WWE public appearance. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the After News.
Alright, let's kick this puppy off by talking about Bandido.
This
the guy
guy
in the background, he has signed his AEW contract. It's been a little bit of a saga, this one. He obviously had the match with Chris Jericho. I'm looking at my notes to get the date on Dynamite. I can't find it.
A while back.
It was the end of September, I think, for the Ring of Honor World Championship, of course. It was extremely well received. It got good reviews across the board. Dave Meltzer gave it, I think, 4.25 stars. So yeah, like, it caught a lot of buzz. People were like, oh, Bandido, wow. Maybe a lot of people seeing him for the first time, tuning in, getting wowed. And of course, you know, a lot of people have known how great Bandido is for a long time, so it was cool to see that kind of coming together. Always is fun. Always is fun. But it was reported afterwards, after that match, that AEW were like, hey, Bandido, have a contract. It was then reported, amusingly, that WWE were trying to get Bandido's phone number during the match. It's interesting. Imagine texting some guy while he's wrestling. So people were competing for his signature. Now, the Wrestling Observer had reported that Bandido had signed the contract, but they later retracted that story, talking about how WWE had offered him a contract as well. WE making a move for Bandido to. He was kind of in limbo for a while there, but now it has been confirmed by Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio that yes, Bandido has signed the AEW contract, and that might explain why he is in the Eliminator tournament against Roosh, which is this Friday on Rampage. 27 years old, former Ring of Honor champion, one of the best high flyers in the world. Kind of seems like a no-brainer, and I understand why WWE were interested in it as well.
Ready? Hypocrite alert! I sit here every single day and go, Tony, you idiot, why are you signing more people for AEW? And then this guy comes along and I go, yep, absolutely fine with him becoming all elite. I thought I was one of those people, like you say, Andy, wowed by that match with Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
immediately went, oh my God, how good does he look? And the blood and all that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely makes sense to sign him. Look forward to him losing the semi-final against Ethan Page in that tournament, because that's where I feel it's probably going to go. Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks in the final is my prediction for Full Gear. But, yeah, he's a sensational talent. I don't blame WWE for trying, at least. Their methods can be questioned, but absolutely, you see someone like that and you go, yeah, absolutely, try and get him in. But I'm glad he's with AEW and we get to watch him on, I think it's Rampage?
Yeah, Rampage this week. I love the idea of Triple H just sitting there watching Dynamite and going, oh my God, who's this guy? He's really good. Yeah.
Anyone got his number?
Also, we might have... I feel like we say this constantly, but maybe there's going to be a Ring of Honor show coming up, you know, weekly that they need talent for, so hey.
What day would it be good for us? What days have we got in the gap in the calendar? Have we got a day? Friday, so Thursday night it'd have to be for us.
For us,
and then my head truly would fall off, I think, if that happens. But yeah, exactly. I think that's hopefully the way things are trending. Right, let's update you. It sounds a bit boring, this, but it is intriguing that they've filed a new trademark application, which is normally just very, run-of-the-mill sort of thing, and it gives you a clue as to maybe what a wrestler might be called, or a catchphrase or whatever it might be. But WWE has filed a new trademark application with the USPTO, that's the United States Patent and Trademark Office, for TLC tables, ladders and chairs. They filed it on the 2nd of November. It's for the following: clothing, namely top shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, hoodies, outerwear, namely coats, bottoms, pants, shorts, underwear, dresses, pajamas, lingerie, clothing, ties, scarves, gloves, swimwear, Halloween and masquerade costumes, footwear, namely shoes, sneakers, slippers, flip-flops, boots, headwear, namely hats, caps, merch, wristbands, bandanas, championship, trophy belts. Yeah, I could have just said merch. It's a good point there, Andy. Now, of course, WWE last ran at TLC December 2020. What happened on that show, Andy?
Crispy Fiend!
And their trademark for TLC tables, ladders and chairs got cancelled in September of 2019. So maybe it's not all over for TLC as a premium live event, or certainly as a match type.
Yeah, interesting this, isn't it? If they're re-upping trademark application for this thing, you'd imagine that they're going to use it. So maybe it's a sign that if they're producing new TLC merch, that maybe they're keeping that one on the stipulation rotation for the pay-per-views. Although maybe we're just dorks and we're just looking into it too much. It's interesting that it comes amidst reports that Triple H is maybe going to be scaling back on the stipulation pay-per-views a little bit. Hell in a Cell would be the notable one there. But also interesting is that War Games is on Survivor Series this year. So yeah, there are looking into things too much is a dangerous thing that we do every day because it's our jobs. It makes it more interesting. Yeah,
I'd be okay if they never brought back TLC as a premium, as a gimmick pay-per-view. Just as a Hell in a Cell, TLC as big matches that have built to this and also because who's ever gone, oh my God, Andy, I can't wait for the weekend because I'm going to get to watch a chairs match.
Bring back the stairs match. Man.
Yeah, and I've seen enough ladder matches to last me a lifetime for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I just love it around that time of year where they're suddenly like, you know, I'm going to fight you and I'm going to just grab something from under the ring. Wouldn't you bloody know it's a table?
Yeah. Oh, it just so happens that TLC's next week. Yeah,
Bring back Sheamus. Oh, no, sorry. Big Show's big chair.
Yeah. Wow. Why not? Get Paul White back. Nick Aldis is leaving the NWA.
Yes.
Big stuff for the NWA. He's been there 5 years. He's been the ace of that group, really. He was... well, his second World Championship reign, it lasted over 1,000 days. I think he has something like 1,300 cumulative days as NWA World Heavyweight Champion before dropping that belt last year. The figurehead of their increase in stature in recent years through the Power era, through dropping the title to Cody, of course, at All In. So just being the face of that brand, being the guy. When you think NWA in this era, you think Nick Aldis looking tremendous in his suits.
Oh, yes.
Very traditional styled World Heavyweight Champion. But he's on his way out of the company, it seems. He confirmed this on a subscriber video on his Instagram page over the weekend, stating that he has given the group his notice. He is interestingly going to wrestle Odinson at Hard Times this coming weekend, however. Now, PW Insider have noted that Aldis has a contract until January, so unless there's an agreement there, he'll presumably be with the company until then. And it comes after, well, in July actually, PW Insider had reported that Aldis wasn't happy with the creative direction of the NWA, which was 100% Billy Corgan, who's the owner of the group. So clearly there are some you know, things there that have been lingering for a while. This led to a breakdown in the relationship, and one source at the time in July to PW Insider claimed that Aldis had magma-level heat for promoting himself over the NWA and criticizing its creative and stuff like that. So to me, this kind of sounds like a relationship that's just gone sour. Nick Aldis, 36, he at one point actually turned down the AEW to stay with the NWA. He'll hit the free agency market. I wonder where he'll end up.
Yeah, I can't call this one. I think it's the right thing to do. Like you say, the relationship doesn't seem to be working out that well. Plus, Aldis has kind of done everything you can in the NWA.
You can't really beat to 1,000-day title ring, can you?
Exactly. But yeah, AEW, WWE could be a nice bidding war at the start of 2023 for Aldis. But all I can really say on this is when I interviewed him, he was absolutely lovely, so best of luck to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really interested to see where he ends up. Maybe doesn't quite have the stock he did maybe a year or two ago when he was really firing as world champion, but still clearly a very talented guy. Very old school guy as well, something a bit different.
Definitely do a job for either of those promotions. Vince McMahon, do you remember him? You know, the guy who resigned in disgrace.
The Madame Tussauds waxwork looking guy.
The one who doesn't know his own age when he tweets about his retirement.
The guy who paid millions of dollars to suppress certain allegations,
He has been spotted out in public for the first time in bloody ages. Actually, I think the last time we saw him photographed certainly was August when he was out for his birthday with John Cena and his missus.
Yeah, hanging out with John Cena.
He was posted, a photo of Vince McMahon was posted from a Reddit user, HeelTown59. He posted it to Squared Circle on Sunday and said it was taken on Saturday in a New York City restaurant. I don't know why I said it like that. He's been understandably been keeping a very low public profile recently, and he was seen with an unidentified woman, just like he was on his 77th birthday. Looking a little bit different.
Literally just put this in the video because the picture was popping on the website. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's why he's here. Here's a photo of Vince having his tea.
It's just I don't picture that man eating.
Yeah, well, what's the old story? He didn't know what a burrito was. He was calling it a steak wrap with ketchup. It's a weird man. A weird man. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
weird
funny.
dude. But yeah, there you go. It's been seen out and about.
I actually got photographed buying a sausage roll from Greg's earlier, so expect to see that on Reddit as well.
Well, double after news. Here we go.
But shout outs. What's the chap's name? The Reddit
Heeltown 59.
Shout outs. Imagine going for a nice meal one night and Vince is just it's surreal.
It is weird.
Yeah. Shout outs for sharing the photo.
Shout out to Reddit for being a very useful source today.
Yeah. Shout outs to
rare that.
Shout outs to sauces in general.
Yeah.
Shout outs to ketchup. Ketchup's pretty decent. What's your favourite sauce?
I'm gonna go
ketchup.
Ketchup? Yeah, ketchup.
Buffalo for me.
Not a barbecue sauce kind of guy.
I don't mind buffalo.
Killed in Texas for saying that, but still.
Oh, yeah, you should probably deserve it. I don't mind buffalo, but it's got to be quite like smoky, like not too sweet. I'm a buffalo guy. Shouts to the great city of
Shout out
Buffalo.
to any Buffaloes one.
Daniel Garcia, he's from Buffalo.
Good, yes.
The Butcher and the Blades. Puff. Kevin Blackwood.
Yeah.
Lots of good wrestlers from Buffalo, man. I'm sure I'm forgetting people as well.
There you go. Let us know Buffalo wrestlers and your
Buffalo. Shouts to Puff, man. I love Puff.
Yeah.
Where's Puff these days? Get him back.
And let us know your favourite sauce in the comments.
I'm out of touch with the indies. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Fine. I'm just asking people for their favourite sauce in the comments. And your thoughts on everything we've just discussed. And, well, mainly this guy in AEW, Bandido. Let us know your thoughts on what they're going to do with him.
So washed out, isn't it, in the video? Like, it's going to look like
We already look uncool, but we look even more uncool with him splitting the difference between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right, Twitter at WhatCulture WWE for your questions. We'll answer some of them on the news tomorrow, of course. We answered some earlier on today if you're wondering where they are. It's the earlier news video. You can follow Andy Murray on Twitter at
Andy H. Murray. The H stands for hot pepper sauce.
Didn't think of that one. I'm at Adam Wilborn. We're all at WhatCulture WWE. WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from for daily podcasts, of course. But for now, my thanks to Andy Murray, to Bandido. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.